Hello everybody, welcome to KPIS Delhi's CARE initiative, Current Affairs through Reverse Engineering. These are the articles that we'll be seeing today. Center, Tripura government signed the agreement. So the context is the same thing, center, state and Tripura. What is this Tripura? Tripura Indigenous Progressive Regional Alliance. All right. And why did they sign this agreement? To resolve the issues faced by indigenous people of the state of Tripura, who make up 33% of the population. All right. So, what does the agreement say? The agreement says that there should be a joint working committee to resolve the issues related to the history, land rights, political rights, economic development, identity, culture, and language of indigenous people of the state of Tripura. All right. However, the agreement did not mention a specific timeline for the formation of this committee. And this joint working committee would include representatives from the Tripura government, the Tripura, and the Indigenous People's Front of Tripura, which is an alliance partner of the BJP in the ruling coalition. All right. All of a sudden, why was this agreement signed? It was because Mr. Pradyut Manikya launched a fast on 10th at Hathaikotar in West Tripura. Why? To protest the central government's alleged reluctance to provide a constitutional solution to problems faced by these indigenous people. All right. You can quote this as an example for the topic. In a gentle way, you can shake the world. All right. For prelims, you need to know one important word, that is Tripura land. All right. What is it? Tripura land is the name of the proposed state in India for the indigenous Tripuri people in the tribal areas of Tripura state. Okay, they are demanding the Tripura tribal areas, autonomous districts, council and some surrounding areas should be made into a separate state from Tripura. All right, that is Tripura land. Consider the following statements. Tripura Indigenous Progressive Regional Alliance, Tripura, recently reached an agreement with the central and state government. This is correct. Tripura has been demanding for separate state for the indigenous population in Mizoram. No, it is Tripura, right? Which of the above statements are incorrect? It is statement 2. Okay. Now, if a particular area is brought under the 5th schedule of the Constitution of India, which one of the following statements best reflects the consequence of it? This would prevent the transfer of land of tribal people to non-tribal people. This is correct, right? And we know that for certain. So A is the answer. Odisha's famed Rupa Tarakasi and Banglar muslin earned GI tag. Rupa Tarakasi is a traditional silver filigree craft. All right. An application for GI tag for this particular craft was filed by Odisha State Cooperative Handicrafts Corporation Limited and facilitated by Department of Textiles and Handicrafts, Government of Odisha. All right. The historical records attached to the GI filing highlight the ancient origins of filigree work. All right. Dating back to 3500 BCE in Mesopotamia and its potential migration to Cuttack from Persia through Indonesia around 500 years ago via sea trade. All right. The story of Tapoi is important literature which actually says that there were maritime activities and exchange of jewelry between region of Kalinga and Indonesia. So historical records, and these are some basics. Now we'll come to Banglar muslin. It is the finest form of muslin made of cotton with exceptional tensile strength, and it is a traditional handloom craft of Bengal. Apart from these two, there are other things which also received GI tags. One is Ratlam Riavan Lasun. Lasun in Hindi means garlic. Okay, for Ratlam district of Madhya Pradesh. Second is Ambaji white marble. Ambaji white marble. And this is formed when limestone is recrystallized under Earth's crust due to high pressure and heat. Alright. Tripura's Risa textile. Tripura's Risa textile. Hyderabad's lag bangles and Majuli mask of Assam and Assam Majuli manuscript painting. Okay, this manuscript painting from Assam actually reflect epics like Ramayana, Mahabharata and Bhagavata. Now let us look into some basics of GI tag. Alright. Article 22 Clause 1 of TRIPS, that is Trade Related Aspects of Intellectual Property Rights, defines GI as indications which identify a good as originating in the territory of a member or region or locality in that territory where a given quality, reputation or other characteristic of good is essentially attributed to its geographic origin. Okay, and in many European Union nations, GI is actually classified into two basic categories. One is the protected GI and second one is protected destination of origin. Okay, GI. India only has this category, protected GI category. And in India, we enacted the Geographical Indications of Goods Act of 1999. Alright. And Paris Convention 1, 2, 3, 4. Paris Convention emphasizes protecting intellectual property and geographical indications in Article 1, Clause 2 and 10. Okay. Consider the following pairs. Which of the following has been accorded geographical indication status? Crochet craft Odisha? No. Banglar muslin West Bengal? Yes. Lag bangles Telangana? Yes, because Hyderabad is in Telangana, right? So 2 and 3. Now, India enacted the Geographical Indications of Goods Act 1999 in order to comply with the obligations to ILO, no. IMF, no. UNCTAD, no. It's WTO. UN peacekeepers and Cyprus divide. For you to understand this one, you need to know something called as Cyprus problem. Alright. So here you have Greece, Turkey and Cyprus. The ongoing dispute between Greek Cypriot community and the Turkish Cypriot community is known as the Cyprus problem. Okay, and the United Nations peacekeeping force in Cyprus was established in 1964 to prevent further fighting between these two groups, that is Greek Cypriot community and Turkish Cypriot community. All right. Why was it formed? Because this group actually burned down Turkish Cypriot houses and mosques, including other establishments in the year 1964. So after this incident, this UN peacekeeping force in Cyprus was formed. So both of them are claiming this land. That is the issue. All right. Which event led to the establishment of the United Nations peacekeeping forces in Cyprus? The Turkish invasion of Cyprus in 1974? No. The Greek Cypriot campaign for Enosis? And no. The burning down of Turkish Cypriot houses and mosques by Greek Cypriots in 1964? Yes. So 2024 marks 60 years since the arrival of these UN peacekeeping forces in Cyprus. That is the context. Alright? So C is the answer. Now, consider the following pairs. Region often mentioned in news, reason for being in news. Northern Kivu and Ituri. War between Armenia and Azerbaijan. No, this is wrong because these are the provinces in Democratic Republic of Congo and have been frequently in news due to the ongoing conflict and instability in the region. Next, Nagorno-Karabakh region. This is due to it was frequently in news because there was a war between Armenia and Azerbaijan for decades actually. So insurgency in Mozambique is wrong. Next, Kherson and Zaporozhye. Dispute between Israel and Lebanon? No. It's because of Russia's attack. These two are places in Ukraine, and Russia's attack on these places brought them into news. So this is also wrong. So none is the answer. International Big Cat Alliance. What is the context? The context is that India has received consent from 16 out of 96 big cat range countries, 16 out of 96 big cat range countries to join the International Big Cat Alliance. And it is a sign of furthering green diplomacy of India. All right. Now, what is this International Big Cat Alliance? The Union Cabinet actually approved the establishment of International Big Cat Alliance with headquarters in India with one-time budgetary support of rupees 150 crore for a period of 5 years from 2023-24 to 2027 and 28. All right. And this initiative actually aims to conserve world's 7 main big cats, namely tiger, lion, leopard, snow leopard, puma, jaguar, and cheetah. Who can become members of this alliance? 96 countries, which are big cat range countries, plus any other country or conservation organizations or businesses or corporates interested in supporting big cats and their protection can join this alliance. All right. And this alliance is similar to International Solar Alliance. Okay, because of the headquarters and memberships, etc. Okay, so the pattern is similar to International Solar Alliance. Which of the following statements about the International Big Cat Alliance is correct? The IBCA aims to conserve the world's 7 main big cats. Yes, this is correct. B is gone here, right? Now 3 is common to all the 3 options, which means this is right. You don't need to read that. Now membership to alliance is open only to 96 range countries. No, we've just said, right, anybody who's interested in preserving these big cats can join this alliance. So second is gone, which means A is gone, D is also gone, so C is the answer. Okay. Among the following tiger reserves, which one has the largest area under critical tiger habitat? It is Nagarjuna Sagar, Srisailam. Okay. And this critical tiger habitat is defined under Wildlife Protection Act of 1972. World Wildlife Day 2024. World Wildlife Day is celebrated every year on March 3rd. Okay, and what is this year's theme? This year's theme is connecting people and planets, exploring digital innovations in wildlife conservation. Why only March 3rd? It's because in the year 1973, CITES was adopted on the same date. What is CITES? Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora. And in 2014, March 3rd was declared as World Wildlife Day. All right. Now, some basics about CITES. Okay. See, this is legally binding on parties. Legally binding on parties. It is administered by UNEP. That is, CITES Secretariat is administered by UNEP and is located in Geneva, Switzerland. CITES was adopted in the year 1973 and it came into force in the year 1975. And with respect to CITES, you need to understand that there are 3 things. One is Appendix 1, Appendix 2, and Appendix 3. What are these? Appendix 1 is a list which includes species threatened with extinction and provides greatest level of protection. That means protection is very, very high. All right. And Appendix 2 includes species that are not currently threatened with extinction but may become so without trade controls. All right. And third one, Appendix 3 includes species for which a country has asked other sites parties to help control the international trade. All right. Consider the following statements regarding the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora, that is CITES. It is an international agreement between governments that is administered by the United Nations Environment Program. This is correct. So when one is correct, which one of the above statements E's are correct? So when one is correct, C is gone. Now, CITES is not legally binding. This is false because it is legally binding. That means A is gone, D is gone, B is the answer. Okay, now consider the following statements. Marsupials are not naturally found in India. Yes, because they are naturally found in Australia. Okay, next, statement 2. Marsupials can thrive only in montane grasslands with no predators. No, they can thrive in arid and semi-arid regions. And one more fact about marsupials is they are viviparous, and they lack placenta and they have pouches. Okay, and the females have mammary glands to feed their babies. Forest fire. The context is that the controlled burning of dry leaves has commenced in the hill areas on the outskirts of Guwahati, with plans to continue this practice until the end of April. That is the context. And you should also understand one thing, that the Kaziranga National Park in Assam has been conducting controlled burning of dried vegetation every year between February and March from 2023. And this practice actually aims to prevent the spread of unwanted grass and facilitate the growth of fresh grass. According to the reports of 2021, the frequency of forest fires incidents in India has increased by 52% from 2000 to 2020. And the State of Forest report indicates that 22% of India's forest cover is highly or extremely fire prone. And what are the measures that we are taking? One is the National Action Plan for Forest Fires. This is in place. Second one, the National Disaster Management Authority has recommended various measures to manage forest fires. All right. Which of the following are the causes of forest fires? Natural, unattended campfires, burning debris, and use of fireworks. These are not natural. These are anthropogenic, right? Anthropogenic causes, lightning strikes and volcanic eruptions. These are natural. Okay. So in a way, so this is the matching, right? Anthropogenic causes are unattended campfires, burning debris, and use of fireworks, and natural is lightning strikes and volcanic eruptions. Which of the above statements are incorrect? Both are incorrect. That means C is the answer. Both are incorrect, right? Now, consider the following statements. With respect to forest fires in India, Forest Survey of India analyzes the data by overlaying the digitized boundaries of forest areas. This is true. Next, the FSI relays news on forest fires to the concerned state. This is also true. So both the statements are. This is it for today. All the best.